everybody, it's me, nathyvader, and today we're going to be looking at this, the new Jurassic World Chaos Theory Becklespinax, perhaps my favourite dinosaur from this new series. Let's have a look at the box and then we'll get this Becklespinax out of the packaging and then we can play with it a bit more. So on the box you've got a nice big Jurassic logo in the top corner and you've got some nice little windows here just showing you some of the action features of the dinosaur itself. It obviously has sounds. You've got a nice picture here of Darius and the Cyclops. I'm going to say Cyclops because it reminds me of the raptor from the Lost World Kenner series of figures that had a Cyclops raptor in it. But it's the Allosaurus here on the left with a smouldering Darius and the Jurassic World Chaos Theory logo, and it's saying here that it's the battle-roaring Becklespinax, and it is part of the Epic Evolution line. Nothing really on the side, just saying Jurassic World Chaos Theory. And then on the back here, you've just got a lovely picture of the Becklespinax in action. And again, just some of the description of the action features. And you've got a little bit of blurb about the Scan Facts app thing here. And the other dinosaurs that will be available in this line. They aren't here in the UK yet, but I imagine they're not far away. So, without further ado, let's get this guy out of the box. And it's out of the box. So what we'll do is we'll go from the head and work our way down the body to the tail. So starting with the head sculpt, absolutely gorgeous head sculpt. I think that's what I fell in love with when I saw this on the series to start with, was the design of this dinosaur was absolutely fabulous. The teeth here are separately molded to the rest of the jaw, upper and lower. They are molded from a rubber. But really nice, slimmer, sharper looking teeth, but obviously they're made out of rubber so they're not going to poke you and hurt you. But they look absolutely fantastic, separated from the rest of the molds as they were in the past. So I won't need to do any trimming with these. Lovely yellow pupil and loving the crests here on the top. Lovely detail on the inside of the tongue there and the roof of the mouth. Very nice. The jaw at the bottom as well has got some really nice detail there. And it just follows all the way through onto the neck. And again, you've got all this lovely rippling on the neck muscle here going down. You got here again some spikes on the back of the head of the crest, and these are rubber, but they look absolutely fantastic. The detail on them is really good. And the sail here as well is a dark brown with a slight lighter brown in between parts of this sail. And you can see some of the rib cage here and the rippling on the skin again, and some of the bumps and everything. Everything just stands out and looks glorious. On the arms, you've got some fairly chunky, almost Spinosaurus arms, which is, I guess, maybe similar to the family tree of the Spino. This looks really nice, really good chunky arms. No painting on the claws, but that can be soon rectified with a bit of paint there. Rotation on the arms can be full 360 in and out. The legs do move with locking positions. Noisy boy. You got, oh look at that, I just saw it as well, the knee joint there has a lovely bit of detail there, lovely rippling again on the skin, really nice. Great detail on the muscles on the back there on the calves. You have got painted claws, which is nice. Do they have a, no, see the dew claw at the back isn't painted, but it doesn't matter, it's not too bad. Again, can be rectified. The ankle does pivot on both. There is the logos there for trademark and everything else, which I don't think I've noticed that in the past with some of the other Jurassic figures. No real paint detail on the very bottom of the figure. You just get this dark brown again, or purple, coming from the head, and then it slowly fades out after going onto the arms and into behind the leg, and it's gone. There is, again, after the crest of the sail, it then does taper into some smaller spikes here, which do have some movement, which might be part of the action feature, but we'll find out in a second. And you do have a bit of a pivot here, although it's not really an action feature, of the very tip of the tail, which is a hard plastic. Oh, and you also have a range of hip articulation as well, which goes that far. So on the sail here you have got the hidden Scan Facts app section, which pops up quite nicely, and you can scan that if you want there. I'll just push that back in, and it doesn't look too bad, doesn't look out of place. And here you've got a very 90s mouse scroll wheel, which I've never really been a fan of, but this activates the feature for the moving jaw. And the faster that you roll that wheel, the quicker the snap of the jaw and the neck will be, so it looks a bit more natural. And then if you rotate the wheel the opposite way, so backwards, you get not only the head move, but you get these spikes pop out from the back. So I'll show you the head movement again. This looks great. And then if you watch it from the back, sounded like a bit of crunching bone there. A bit of a crazy gimmick with the spikes coming out the back, but I kind of like it, and it doesn't sort of prevent the tail from moving side to side. It doesn't rotate, but that's because of this action feature. But you know, it's still it's kind of different. I like it. It's okay. But yeah, it doesn't prevent it from going side to side, which is okay. I would have been a bit more upset if this was one solid section of tail because of this feature, but I think that looks pretty cool. Let's just get a close-up again of the head in action. Yeah, I think that's really nice. So let me get a tape measure and we'll see what this thing sizes up like. Okay, so lengthwise you are looking at 46 centimeters from the tip of the tail to the snout, and an overall height from the floor to the sail of around 19 centimeters. So for a couple of size comparisons, next to the Becklespinax we've got the Jurassic Park 3 Hammond Collection Velociraptor, and it's not a bad size actually. Next to it, put it there, head on, so you can see it. Not bad. And next we've got the Hammond Collection Carnotaurus, which is, yeah, I mean, it is bigger, but from memory in the show, I don't think it was as big as that. But yeah, still looks good next to it though, not bad at all. And next we've got from the Jurassic World Isla Sorna Expedition Pack a Velociraptor representing a Tiger Raptor. Yeah, kind of okay. I mean, this sculpt has always been pretty poor, but next to it, it's not a bad size and scale-wise, so for playability, it's a pretty good size. If you want to include vehicles for size and comparison, we do have the Search and Smash truck. And again, yeah, it's not a bad size. Not a bad scaling. You know, you could see that could work quite well for toy photography, I think. I think that's really nice. Yeah, it's a good size. And lastly, you've got to do some human figures. So here's a Hammond Collection Alan Grant, and here is a Wheatley figure. And again, yeah, it's a good size. I'm quite impressed with the scaling on this. So I can see a lot of really decent photos being made out of this figure. And every time I keep looking at this dinosaur through the viewfinder, I keep thinking, that is a really nice sculpted dinosaur. I'm very impressed. So I'm going to give Mattel a clap for that. You did so well, guys. You did so well. Shame about that Hammond Collection Claire Deering figure that you're bringing out. But otherwise, this is great. Yeah. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. My name is nathyvader. I post on Instagram and X almost daily. And of course, it's always Jurassic related. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Yes. But now I'm going to go play with my new toy. Bye.